Alright. Hold on a second. We gotta do a search. Minding my own business, watching a goddamn movie, you figure all that out later. Ryan Reynolds, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're all over the place. Now, what is it? Okay. Okay. Apparently it's a real thing. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you. I want you to see this. Look at the timer. 1 minute and 23 seconds. I was watching a movie, got a notification that one of my frequents posted something, and obviously I'm subscribed to the Joe Budden podcast. I was subscribed to the Joe Budden podcast, but I got tired of hearing about shit that doesn't concern me, like Cardi B and other things of that nature. So, whatever, I'm out, you know? But when they do shit like this is 2 days ago. I don't know how the fuck this didn't come up anywhere on what I'm doing. So I haven't heard it. I don't do reactions anymore. But from the minute and 28 seconds that I just listened to the way that they opened up, this is something that I need to hear. And I feel that depending on if it is what they say it is, then I feel like an opinion that I'm going to get, like, my opinion is not going to be exactly where everybody else is. But let's wait and see. I paused it for a reason because I don't want it to be influenced by anybody else.
What if I told you that I was different? What if I told you that something's missing? And what if I told you we're not alike and the way that I feel inside is different than what you picture?
What the fuck is going on? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna mute the fucking audio and I'm gonna read the goddamn lyrics. How about that? Because I don't know what the fuck is happening with the audio unless it's done like that intentionally. And plus, it saves me from having to cut it up. What if I told you that was different? That something was missing? We're not alike? That what I'm feeling inside is different than what you picture? What if I told you I feel divided, keep to myself and I'm awfully quiet? What if I told you I've been conflicted with my own thoughts? What the fuck was that? Oh, now I gotta wait for him to catch up. Trapped in the dark and I tried to hide it. No, I'm not a slave to no fucking fairy tale. I bet you think that you know me very well. Make no mistake, this is not a cry for help, because I don't owe no one an explanation on how I feel. But on the real, what if I told you that I was brave? I grew up different and I was raised, but still, what if I told you I'm at a place? Wait, what if I told you that I was gay? Well, if you told me you were gay, then I would tell you, congratulations, I guess. Then what the fuck are you talking to me for? Go suck some dick, bro, right? Like, that's what I would tell you. I don't understand what the big deal is. Who gives a fuck? Do what you want. Are they trying to bring... I don't understand what's happening here. Are they trying to get it accepted in hip-hop culture? Is that what's happening? I'm not sure. But let's continue reading. What have I told you I'm not alright? I mean, I don't feel dead, but I'm not alive. What have I told you I'm not like you? He's quoting his own song. And the shit that I'm going through, it'll probably make you cry. What have I told you I'm not this, and the person you think you know doesn't exist? That would be... Dude, Look, I'm not who you know. I'm not who you wish. I'm not what you want me to be. What you want from me isn't this. Well, does it matter what anybody else wants? As long as you're not a fucking pedophile, dude, who gives a fuck? But it's a whole nother conversation. Come on now. I grew up in a church where I couldn't be myself. I felt like a prisoner, couldn't leave my cell. They told me God don't like ugly. We'll take a look at my family. That's some of you get it, some of you don't. And this is an ugly world. And if I ever seen things different, I would burn in hell. And on the real, this is not new. It's not a phase. I grew up different than I was raised, but still... What if I told you I was out of place? What if I told you that I was gay? I mean, this is I would imagine, a very common thing that happens in people's day-to-day lives. Seriously. Like, no shit. I can't even imagine. To put it in perspective, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck my life would be like if I was gay. Thank fucking God I'm not. Dude, I couldn't suck a dick to save my life, but I have a terrible gag reflex. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be M right here. We'll unpause it for a minute.
Homophobic. And you had zero.
Yeah, okay. What have I told you I'm homophobic? I mean, dude, all of your albums would suggest that. But I honestly think you just play into a fucking character. And I don't think you're like that at all. But you do shit to get a rise out of people. Much like Andy Kaufman. When he was wrestling women and shit. I think you do the same thing. And have zero control. Hold on. What if I told you I was homophobic? And you have zero control over your impulse. And the genetic flaw in your chromosomes is the culprit. It's something I can't sugarcoat. It's repulsive. We were homies since children. I thought it, but I thought I was bugging. Though we could sit, chill, and just talk chicks. Now how can we be friends still after all this, unless I can convince you to repent and ask God to forgive you for your sins and begin healing your conscience.
Control over your impulses and the genetic flaw in your...
Ugh. Dude, I can't, I don't like people like that. I really don't. Don't get me wrong, I have my own problems, dude, but who the fuck are you? You don't know. Jesus. It's a polarizing topic on each side of the discussion, because if you're into God, that's great, but you don't know God. You can say that you do, but you motherfuckers have never talked before. You don't really know what the motherfucker is cool with and what he's not cool with. You know what you read in a fucking book. So why should your feelings towards your friend, having a friend, change just because, he's into dudes now? It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I get it. Some guys get freaked out by that kind of shit. Like, oh, if he's gay, does that mean that he's going to try to fuck me? Hopefully not, just because it would be awkward. I mean, I've been in a position where I've had dudes where my friend, after the fact, hit on me. It's uncomfortable, but you get past it, and you fucking. That's it. It's not a big deal. As far as that shit is concerned, man. Rid you your sickness that causes it. Part of me wishes that you kept this shit still in the closet. I'm white, but I'm getting mixed feelings like Logic. Yeah, I'm pissed off a little. This is a choice. We were supposed to be boys. You're acting like this ain't optional. What if I said you were weak because you don't got the strength to conquer some biological monster that's part of you that's responsible for them homosexual thoughts? I scrapped the whole podcast about this, dude. Honestly, because I didn't want to deal with it. Because the whole thing came off ridiculous. If you don't want to lecture, part like a sofa, or long as you make your decision and stand by it, but I can't be beside it. Because for me, that'd be next to impossible. Or you learn to control your urges. You say it's like pulling teeth and morals. I see what you're doing there. Mullers, morals, right? A oral surgeon, but how would you even know anyway? If you're a virgin, why can't you be a normal person? What if I tried steering you towards a girlfriend? Wouldn't work, would it? You seem pretty sure-footed. Now, I don't know if that's a reference to the term sugarfoot, which is apparently what people in the South like to call gay people. These are things that I've heard. I can't confirm it. Just saying. I'm sure good at judging, but I have no right. I know goodbye seems cold, right? Not even a flicker of hope like a strobe light. As I leave, and I swear I stayed up that whole night. No, I didn't. Oh, and no, I didn't know you would go right home and take your own life. I didn't mean for that shit to happen. I said I won't cry. I let my best friend that I've known die alone. Was gonna tell you the next day that I'm sorry for fighting your own demon. I'm fighting my own demons, I won't lie. What, you're gay too? Shocking. Right? Come on. Hit us with the punchline. We all know that's what it is. They won't leave me alone, eating at my soul this whole time. Been tortured in prison in my own mind. A bored again. Freudian slip, I suppose. Born again Christian, but Lord, if you're listening, we might be headed for a collision. Because when I told my boy I couldn't support his decision, was trying to make it seem like a choice when it isn't. Because it can't be cured with a prayer to St. Jude. What if I told you my wish never came true? What if I'm a hypocrite who is afraid to just face truth? What if I told you I was gay too? Duh. We see that coming. Seen that coming all fucking day. You don't need to be smart to know that that was the direction it was going in. Like, dude, a lot of people are like that, though, man. I know, I don't want to get into other people's stories because it's not my fucking place. But let's just say it's a familiar fucking song and dance. Some people do that because they don't want to. If they say it, then it makes it real. Is that it? All right. That's it. Well, good. I mean, I guess good for them. From the minute and 28 seconds that I watched Joe Budden's podcast deal, I guess what they're trying to say is, you know, it's nasty that they're exploiting culture or whatever. And again, I didn't listen to it. I will, now that I know what the fucking song is about. But, I mean, come on, man. Look, bottom line, dude, if you're gay and your friends don't... I know 100% for a fact, if I was a gay man, some people that I know would have fucking offed me. 100%. That's just the facts, dude. Those are the facts of fucking life, man. There's just nothing you can do about it. Look, some people are raised, they're raised that way, man. Like, you know, that shit's nasty. If that's, you know, if that's what they think, you can't, you gotta hope that they come around. If they don't, fuck them. Well, figuratively, fuck them. Who cares? You know, you make other friends, man. You just gotta be who the fuck you are. That's what it comes down to, dude. It's that simple. Now, I mean, this kind of falls in line with Joyner Lucas's storytelling, and I'm sure 1,000 people have already made this video, but this is news to me, so I'm fucking doing it, and it's technically not a reaction, but whatever. I wanted to see for myself what it was all about, and I have. I've known people from all walks of life, dude. Plain and simple. I mean, really, what matters more than whatever you're into is about the type of person that you are. How do you treat other people? You know, do you use people for your own benefit? Shit like that. That's what really matters. If you're gay, dude. Look, you can take this whatever fucking way you want. But as long as you understand you're not sucking my dick, dude, we're cool. I don't know how to be a gay wingman, but if I can help find you some dude that you're into, whatever, man, I'll try to help you out. You want to fucking talk about it, whatever. One of my friends is actually a fucking bisexual dude, I think, is what he would consider himself. I'm not sure. Either way, though, it doesn't bother me. When he talks about dudes, I'm just like, you know, I mean, it's not my scene, man, but I get it. You know? I take my interest in women, and I flip it, and I say to myself, like, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, he showed me a picture of a dude, and was talking about relationships and interests and shit like that, and I was like, well, I mean, good for you. Good for you that you're pursuing that and you're doing that, and I hope it works out for you. But that's it. It's not that complicated. The fact that people get all worked up, is it a genetic, is it not a genetic, is it a choice, is it not a choice? Are you craving to suck some dick? No? Then don't fucking worry about it. Because who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? That's the real question. Who gives a shit? People gotta work their lives out for their fucking selves, dude. And this is a fucking 20-minute video already somehow. But whatever. And skip the fucking comments about, oh, you didn't play the song, or you didn't do this, and fuck you for saying that. Fuck all that, dude. If you don't like it, then go somewhere the fuck else. It's the worldwide interwebs for a fucking reason. There's a million different things you could be fucking watching right now. So, go do that. Go do that. I'm not gonna come up on here and pretend to be somebody that I'm fucking not to please you. So go ahead and tell me about how I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, or whatever the fuck else, you're not stopping me, man. You're not stopping me. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. And either you support what the fuck I do, or you don't support what the fuck I do. And that's the end of the fucking story. Ain't nothing else to it. It's that simple. I don't got time to be fucking arguing with assholes that just want to troll. Or they want attention. Bro, if you wanna have a conversation, we can have a conversation. You don't need to be a dickhead. But quickly, in closing, is the song necessary? I think for a lot of people, it probably is. I mean, dude, there's still, as accepted as a lot of shit is, it's still not. There's more of an illusion, I kind of feel like, of acceptance. Mostly, I think, amongst men. Because I don't know how straight women feel about gay women. I haven't had that conversation. But it seems like a lot more guys, at least from what I've heard people talk about, dudes are usually the ones that are like weirded out by that kind of shit. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about. But was it important? Is it important to do? I think so. Is it exploiting a fucking community? I don't believe that it is. I mean, these are two of the biggest names. I mean, you can make an argument, I guess, that it's exploiting to sell records, but what the fuck isn't? And wouldn't you rather this shit be talked about? Right? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't pretend to understand. I really don't. I do what the fuck I do. And wherever it lands, it lands. That's pretty much where I go with this shit. But I mean, dude, I should send this song to my friend, get his opinion on it, and see where he lands. See what he thinks. But I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, you can say your opinion if you want to, but I mean, if you're not in that community, can you really say what's exploiting and what's not exploiting? So does that mean when Eminem writes bars about how he's fucking handicapped people or whatever, am I supposed to get mad? Am I supposed to get mad that he's exploiting disabilities? No, that's a positive thing that he's doing. Even if it doesn't come off in a positive way to a lot of people, the fact that he's talking about it brings light to it, which makes you aware of some shit that you may not have been aware of before. This is a little different, I understand, but let me fucking wrap this thing up because it's already way too fucking long. But I'm gonna put it up as it is. Honestly, if I would have prepped ahead of time, I could have made a fucking small podcast out of this. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna put it up on the YouTube channel so it can bomb, and that's gonna be that. So I didn't even plug the shit. You know what? Whatever. Gives a shit. I don't think I'd be retaining anybody that stops in to watch this video anyway. Saturdays is the podcast. Mini podcast comes out whenever. Instagram at Laughing Birds Pod. Twitter at Laughing Birds. Follow on those platforms. iTunes, Spotify, all that bullshit. Links are in the description of the video anyway. So make sure you give that a look and check it out. I would urge you to check out the podcast, but if you don't like the video, you probably wouldn't like the podcast because it's pretty much the same thing. It's just that in the podcast I talk for a longer period of time, which I know seems to bother some people. You say that you hate, but you watch all my shit anyway. So who's really got the problem? Stupid. I'll catch you guys later, man.